Captain, obviously there's a large police presence out here at Lundy's Mobile Home Park. What can you tell me about what's going on out here?
Yes, sir. Basically, yesterday, July the 4th, the sheriff's office received a 911 call in requesting some assistance out here in regards to a female subject that had received some gunshot wounds. Somewhere around 7 o'clock last night, the call came in. Deputies responded and did find a female with some gunshot wounds. They actually pulled her out of the scene because we were unfamiliar whether or not it was still an active shooter around or whatever. So they pulled her away, rendered aid, and unfortunately, she died. Um, the Bulloch County Sheriff's Office, along with the Statesboro Police Department SWAT team, entered the home to render it safe. And once they entered the home, unfortunately, they found two more victims in the home who had gunshot wounds and also were pronounced deceased. So we're working with the Region 5 Statesboro GBI office. We called and requested their assistance. They came, they're here. We're still here this morning. We'll be actively working this case. We would ask for anybody in the public that has information or anything regarding this situation to please get in touch with us at the Sheriff's Department. Investigator Pre-Cone is the lead investigator for the Sheriff's Department, and then the GBI has 2 or 3 agents that they've assigned to the case, and so their phone numbers and our phone numbers will be available on the news media sites.
Okay. And I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you specific questions. You may or may not be able to answer them. The folks that were found deceased, what was their relationship? Can you say at this point?
2 of the victims, one female, one male, were in a domestic relationship together. The other female is actually the sister of the male. So the 3 of them are either related or in a relationship.
And at this point, Captain, what about suspects? Anybody that you're seeking, and can you comment on that?
Yes, sir. We are developing suspects as we speak. However, I won't be putting out any information regarding names of that nature. This is a fluid investigation, and we'll continue until we can hopefully identify suspect or suspects and bring justice.
Now, this is being classified as a shooting. Were all the victims victims of gunshot wounds, sir?
They all sustained gunshot wounds.
And my understanding, according to press releases, they are being taken to GBI Crime Lab, all 3 of them?
That's correct, sir. They are being transported to the crime lab, and the autopsies will be sometime this week.
Okay. And how shocking is this? I mean, you probably spent a lot of time on the ground out here, sir. How shocking is this for something to happen like this in Bulloch County, which is relatively quiet?
Yes, sir. It's very alarming to us. The sheriff's office, the police department. We have some domestic situations, and we do have some violent crime, but this is very alarming, very concerning, and we ask that anybody that may have any information to help us with this to please call.
And real quick, Captain, it was the deputies that discovered the bodies, not a family member or anything like that?
That's correct.
Okay. So it was that somebody had heard the gunshots and
That's correct.
and called 911, and that's when
Yes,
officers responded. Now, I understand the reactionary force was also called in, and you kind of touched on that, but what was their purpose of?
Their purpose was to make entry into the home so we could make sure that it was a safe scene to enter for us to process, and it was jointly done by the Bulloch County Sheriff's Office SWAT team in conjunction with Statesboro Police Department.
Okay. Anything you may want to add, Captain?
No, sir. We just encourage any and everybody, if they've got any information, please call us, come forward, and help us out.